Okay. So we are studying about object-oriented programming using Python. So regarding to that, I was practicing some example in front of you and showing you some basic examples. So yesterday we are facing some error during running our code that is related to object-oriented programming. So this is the code actually. So here I made a class named circle, and inside this class I have used the pi. But yesterday what happened? We are using the int method, but I have not introduced you about that int method. Uh, Basically, int method is a separate method which is used for some other works, but not for constructing things. So whenever you want to construct something inside the class, you need the init method. Okay, so that's why we got the error regarding to that. But once I got the understanding, then I uh, I came to the conclusion that this init method we are using in case of while we making any constructor in class. So when I write the init method, now this program will execute successfully. So you can see here I made a class circle, and this is the constant that I declared here. And inside this function, I have taken one argument, that is radius, and self is the default argument. And as using self, we are saying self dot radius is equal to radius. Now I have made a one object myc. This is the my class object, and it is calling the same class. Okay, and here I am passing the radius as a 1. Okay, but our code is that not here. I am initializing the radius here. Okay, and after that when we make a object, and then we print the myc dot radius. So it will print the result. Okay, here you can see it printed the 1. So that is by default value that we have given here. So default value it printed here. And and by calling the object, at the time of calling the object, let me update it with value 2. Now let's see what value we will get. Okay, so it returned 2 because this is the default initialization, and this is the latest initialization while we are calling the while we are creating the object. Okay, but you need to see yesterday error is that we are using a wrong syntax here, that is int. That is not a valid syntax. We need to use init. That I already sent this code in about this error in WhatsApp group. I hope you all have seen that. So now moving forward, I can show you some different functionality of object oriented programming in Python. And in this example only, I want to write something that is uh, area. Okay, so we can write area like that way. So inside this class, we need to make a function area, and in this area the self parameter is passing. And let we remove here this, and inside this function you can see I am returning what? I'm returning the area. So how can I return area? By using the this syntax. Self dot radius is basically the radius you can see here. And what is the area of circle? I hope you all know about that. That is pi r square. That is pi into radius into radius. So radius into radius into pi. Okay, so circle dot pi is the pi, which is this. Now I have make the circle, and I am passing the parameter 3 here. Now I need to call the area. So not calling the radius, I need to call the area here. So basically while we are calling any function inside the uh, class, we will call the function by using the object, and here we will use the dot method. So here we can call this like that way, and we can print the radius. But here it is showing circle dot area of main offset at this. Okay, so it is returning some error. So we need to mm, clear that error. Okay, so for that, what we can do, we can do this one, and here we need to pass the radius as 3. Okay, now let's see what will happen. And here this error is coming. So let me do one thing. This is the radius in init method, and this is the area. Inside this area, I'm using the return statement. Inside the return statement, we have self dot radius and into self dot radius. Okay, we need to write self dot radius again here, and then multiply circle dot py. Okay. So let me let me debug this code. So here we have self dot radius and self dot radius. We can debug this code using this ChatGPT. So you can solve any problem whenever you uh, got any problem in your project making during your project time. You can find the problem solution from the ChatGPT. It is the very important tool, and you I hope you all know you all aware about that already. So here what I need to give, how to, actually I'm showing you how to check the code error and how to solve that. So using ChatGPT you can do that. So possibly it will tell us about the error. So this error you are increasing because you are trying to print the method area instead of calling it. In fun in Python, when you print a method without calling it, you get a representation of the method itself and its return value. To solve this error, you need to call the area method by adding parentheses for this area. Okay, okay. So this is the basic error here. Here basically what I am doing, uh, print the method area. So here I have written the method area. Okay, but I need to give the calling thing. So I need to call the function by using the parentheses. Now we will get the result. So this way you can also solve your problems during coding, and it is the best practice. There is one another error we are encounter. Name circle is not defined. Did you mean circle? Okay, we need to use the small c here. Now it is fine. You can run this function, this code, and you can get the area. So basically, I have shown you how to solve any problem regarding to coding bugs and any error in any coding programs. Okay, whether it will be in Python or any other thing. You just copy the code and you go to the chat GPT and paste there, and it will tell you every problem solution. And this is the best debugging tool nowadays. Okay, So at our times there is a Stack Overflow and these things we are using, but now this time we are using the chat GPT for solving the coding errors. Okay, so don't think like that we, sir, are going to the chat GPT for solving the issue. So you need to do practice for solving the bugs in programming, and you can do this from anywhere. You can get anywhere from the internet, you can get from anywhere. No one is asking you about how you are solving the problem, but you need to solve the problem. Eventually you need to solve the problem, and how you are solving it depend on you, whether cheating or doing getting help of any website or no matter. But you need to learn the programming, you need to learn the thing how error we are solving and what is the error. So for that you need to go to the chat gpt website and you can solve the issue and you can debugging the code. Further we can, what we can do here, so here instead of giving 3 radius, let me update the radius equal to 100, and now we can get the particular area that is regarding to 100. Okay, so this way you can write the different class and use the object oriented programming concept and can make the uh, different object and different function inside the class and will do your work. Okay, according to that. So let me show you another example. So I am here taking one another class that is animal. Okay, you already know class is the blueprint of thing that you are doing inside that. Okay, and here I am defining some function. So first function is the init, that is constructor you can say, and it is taking the parameter self, and inside this I am printing the animal created. So this is the constructor actually, it is creating the animal. So here animal created. Okay, sorry. Let me create another function inside this class only, and you can make any as much as possible. You can make many functions in class. Okay, who am I? So this is the function, and inside this, what can I print? I need to print something that is animal. Okay, so it is animal, and let me write another function that is eat. Animal is eating. Okay, and here I need to write the print, and inside the print I need to write the eat, eating. Okay, so this way you can write the eating. Now we have completed our class. Inside this we have write some function. So at the last, what is the thing that is remaining? So we need to make the object. So I am making the object my mya, and that will call the class animal. Okay, so basically I am creating the object for class animal, and using this object I already created. Using the object I use the dot method, and I will call the different function. So first I will call the who am I, this function. Okay, then I will call the eat function. Okay, now let's see what it will print. This is the another example of object oriented programming. So it printed the values that is, but you can see we have created the object my a, and using the class animal, I have uh, I have called two function only here. Who am I and eat. But I have not called that init function. But you need to know that init is the default function. Init is the default constructor, and whenever you create an object, init will be called. Okay, by default. Okay, so that's why animal created, then animal, then eating. These things are come into the screen. Now these things we have done. Another thing we can do here inside this program only, we can make different classes also. Okay, so here I am creating the class dog, and here I am passing the animal inside this class. Now see what will happen. We need to make the init. We need to make the init, and here inside init we are making the constructor for this class. Okay, now this is the class and this is the constructor of this class, and here actually I am telling you the one concept, that is inheritance. How to create a child class using the base class. So here I am using the animal dot init method inside that, and that is also self thing, and inside this I am printing the thing that is dog created. Okay, dog created. Now this is the another class that is inherited from animal. Okay, now we can call what, we can call the this class using the object of this class. So this is the basic class, base class, that is the fundamental class, that is the parent class you can say. And inheritances work like that. Whenever you create an object of base class, then you can use the object of that class by for calling the functions, for calling the function that is in child class. So this is dog is the child class, and here I have created the my a function with respect to the base class. Now I need to I need to call the, okay, uh, one thing, sorry, मैं उल्टा बोल गया थोड़ा कि we need to create the object of child class. We can create the object of child class, and using that child class we can create the functions of base class. Okay, तो उसको थोड़ा रिवर्स कर लो कि यहाँ पे मैं क्या करूँगा, आई विल मेक द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ माई डॉग, दैट इज द ऑब्जेक्ट ऑफ क्लास डॉग. ओके, चाइल्ड क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट क्रिएट करूंगा, एंड दिस चाइल्ड क्लास का ऑब्जेक्ट ही मैं यूज करूंगा फॉर कॉलिंग द फंक्शन ऑफ parent class, because child class is inherited from parent. So this way it is working. Okay, this object is now my dog, and you can see the change here. It printed the animal created, it printed the dog created, it printed the animal, then eating. So these two function are the functions of the base class, parent class, but they are calling by object of child class. So we can do this by using the uh, concept of inheritance. So I already told you there are four concepts in inheritance. One is there are four concepts in object-oriented programming. One is inheritance, second is polymorphism, third is encapsulation, and fourth is data abstraction. So these are we are using. So this is the concept of inheritance, and I can show you. So let me comment this line. Okay, animal. This is the inheriting concept. So let me comment this. Now we can see the result: dog created, animal created, and eating. But this dog created print is not coming. So basically, we have not inherited the animal dog from the animal. That's why we are not getting this dog created. This animal created. Okay. So why we are not getting the constructor of this animal created because we have not inherited the dog from animal class. So that's why if you inherited the dog from animal class, if you can make the constructor of this using the animal class, then you can got the animal created this. So this is the concept of inheritance. One more thing we can do inside this child class, let me make one another function that is bark, bark of uh, dog, and here I will print what? I will print the barking sound. Okay, so this will I have created. Now I have make the object of that child class, and I can directly call that function by using my dog dot and bark, and it will print it. Okay, it will print it sound. And let's say I want to make the eat function again in the I want to make the eat function again in the this child class, and here I am writing what? I'm writing the dog eating, not animal eating, a dog eating. Now I want to see dog eating will come or not. So dog eating also will come. Okay. So by calling one time only, you will get the result of both the same name function. Okay. So eat is also available in parent class. Eat is also available in the child class. But by calling one time only, you can get the result of both the class. Okay. So this is the concept of inheritance. You can understand it and you can learn it about that inheritance concept from internet also. And let me write one another example. So here I am creating the. So I want to tell you the special methods in object-oriented programming. Here I am creating the list. Okay. So this is the list 1, comma 2, comma 3. The basic list. And here I am printing the my list. So this method you already know. We can print the list this way. So this printed. Okay, now in the class I will use the list. So let me make a class name book. This is the class of name book, and here I will make the one init method. Inside that init, I will take title, title, and author of the book, and pages. And I need to initialize that self dot title, that is equal to the title, and here self dot author, and this should be author. Next, self dot pages, and this is equal to pages. Now we need to create the object. So object will call the book class. So this object is created, and inside this object, let me pass one thing. Okay, we can pass the title. The title of the book is Python, and author is Jones, and pages is 2200, we can say. So this is the object I have created. Let me print the object B. Now see what it will give us. It gave the book object at this, some memory address, some buffer it gave. So but what I need to do, we need to return the title, author, and pages. So we can do what? Uh, Let me add one function, that is str, that is return a string, and we will use the method that is str here, and it will return the string for in format. So it will return title, so we can make another formatting, and here also we can make another. So here this is the title, and here we can say author, and here we can say pages. So basically this function will return the particular string using this class. So this is the correct format. This is the correct format. And now I need to format that string. A string formation, you already aware about that. So self dot title will go to that, comma, self dot author, self dot author will go to that second, and self dot pages will go to that. Okay, now let me call the same. Here you got the result. Title is Python, author is Joes, and page is 200. So by directly calling the object, you can also get the value by using this method, str method, by formatting the string. Basically, these self.title and self.author and self.pages are coming from this constructor. Here we already initialized. And this title is the self.title and the value of title is Python. And this author is self.author and value of author is Joes. And pages is self.pages and this is 200 and this will be printed by this print statement. So this is about the some example of object oriented programming. In next class we will talk about the game project that 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 will be made by using object oriented programming concept. Okay, I hope all you are understand about that object oriented programming pattern. So we will meet tomorrow. Okay, thank you guys.